welcome to Wallis Goes Rogue Nights. Long S. Basically, I need to get 2,000 more words. I have 2,000 more words to write, is how I'm going to phrase it. I have a hat. I have a cat in heat, and I have a dream. And also 0 people here. So here's the thing. I decided I wanted to go live because I just feel like it's 7 p.m. and to need 2,000 words more for the day means she needs accountability. So just by the action of going live, I think that's going to help with the accountability element. So since there are no people here, I'm going to go, can you believe it? A minute and 30 seconds into the stream, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to pull up a timer. Thank you, by the way, to Jod for the new wintry timers. Could not have asked for better timers. Cool Gamer, how are you doing this? How are you here? It says there are 0 people here, and yet Cool Gamer is here. Hi, Cool Gamer. It's just you and me. How you doing? Are you ready to sprint tonight? Do you have interest in sprinting tonight? I'm going to take a drink of water, so listen to this dead air for a second. Should I put on some music while I drink my water? Should I play a little doodad? No. Intros and outros, trouble memes, in-stream jokes. We're going to play this one while I take a drink of water.
Father, Son, and House of
Trouble. Perfect timing. Okay. Anyway, Cool Gamer. Hope you're okay. My plan is to do 20-minute sprints until I get 2,000 more words for the day. Under 2,000 more words. And here's the thing. Cool Gamer. You and me, okay? Lock in to what I'm about to tell you. I'm considering a tense change and a POV change. No, I'm not considering a tense change. I think I'm just considering a POV change. I like present tense, but third person instead of first person, but still dual POV. Because before I was thinking maybe it's the second POV that's not working, but I think it's the fact that both POVs are first person. That's not working for me, but you can't have one POV be first person and one POV be third person. Or I'm sure somebody could do it, but I am not artistic enough for that. So anyway, who's the second person who's shown up? I know Cool Gamer's here. Lurker, out yourself, my friend. Is it AnCat? Anyway, let's get into the first sprint. Just for full clarification. Hi, JC. Welcome. Hope you got. Hi, you guys. Welcome to everybody. The counter is always saying there's 1 fewer people than there is. I think you and Hedera were both the lurker. How funny. You're always lurker. Well, then I will put you in the lurker category along with AnCat, even though I don't consider you a lurker. I consider you, I almost said a full frontaler. That is not correct. I'm just going to say that right now. Anyway, before I wrap myself up into any more trouble, we're going to go into a sprint. But like I was saying, full disclosure, I am going to be vlogging for this sprint because I'm doing the weekly ramp up challenge that Kate Kavanaugh did, but just my version of it. So yesterday was 1K Wednesday. Today is 3K Thursday. Tomorrow will be 5K Friday. And I haven't updated the vlog for a couple of hours. So I just want to do a quick little vlog update and then I will start writing. So if you see me doing a camera, don't get mad at me. Not doing a camera. Wallis, oh gosh. And pick your words better, please. Please, begging me. I am begging me to pick my words better. If you see me interacting with a camera instead of writing, that is why. Let's get started. No more chit-chat. How do people feel about music while we sprint? Does that bother people? Like, because I know that sometimes people are like, oh, but then I have to mute the stream and then I miss when the timer goes off. I don't know. JC, Cool Gamer, Hedera, Colin. Do you want like chill music? I can put on music on StreamYard while we all sprint. I don't know. I'm just feeling like we need to do something to differentiate that this is Wallis Goes Rogue Nights. Play some music. I like it. I like your energy. The question is where is the music within StreamYard? Oh, it's here. Okay, hold on. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's a possibility. Maybe. No. This next one is literally called Night Driving. I think this might be it, since this is Wallis Nights. You're new. Hi, new. How are you? Hold on, let me turn off the music for a second. Welcome. Welcome, Patty Mac. I am normally one of 4. And so this is a special moment where it's just me. You could say it's special, or you could say it's a curse. That is for you to decide. But how are you? Are you a writer? Because what we're going to be doing on this stream is writing sprints in which I play a timer. This timer currently is for 20 minutes. I'm thinking I'm going to play some music during the sprint. Although JC doesn't like music during sprints. So, But again, I want something to differentiate Wallis Goes Rogue Nights. And again, I cannot reiterate enough that we do have a cat still in heat. So this is just an experience we're going to have to go through together. Somber Honey Mars has arrived. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, play the music. We're going to play the music. Everybody, for real, for real. 7 minutes. Okay, it's not my best, not my worst. Let's get started. I'm just going to start the timer and then I'll get the music set up and everything. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right, that was the end of our very first sprint. I should have said this at the beginning of all of it. I'm going to be sprinting until I hit 3,000 words for the day. I'm already at 1,000 words, or at least I was before the stream started. Let's figure out together what my word count is. Well, actually, I was at 1,013 words. So let's go back to where I started. Where did I start? Okay, I started here. I feel like I wrote a lot during those 20 minutes. I got 681 for those 20 minutes. I kind of felt like it was more than that. Is that such? Can you guys hear me? Hold on. I'm on this computer, and normally when I'm on this computer, people can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? What, like, can you hear me well? Do I sound okay? I have no idea. What? That is crazy. Welcome, Jess. Also, welcome, Elaine. Hello. We have like kind of a crew here. How fun. Yes, look, we have discussed the cat. Okay. Actually, I feel like I am mentally doing so much better with this heat than the last one I experienced because now I know her pattern. She's in heat for a week and then doesn't go back into heat for another 7 weeks. So that's doable. The first time when I'd never had a cat in heat before, I was like looking it up and Googling it. And Google was like, the heat could be as short as 3 days. It could be as long as 28 days. And if she doesn't get pregnant, she'll go out of heat and could only be out of heat for a couple of days before going right back into heat. And I was like, I can't have this be my life all the time. She actually doesn't sound that bad right now. Maybe that's just because maybe she sounds exactly as she sounded the first time. I was just over melodramatic the first time. Anyway, how did everybody do? I got 681 words. And as I said, weirdly, I'm disappointed by that. I feel like I had got more. I really thought I was like almost at 1,000 words for that sprint, which I don't know why I thought that because I literally vlogged for like 5 minutes of that sprint. So that was silly. But yeah, before I started that sprint, the thing that I said and the thing I talked about in the vlog for a second was that I am considering switching up the POV of this story in that A Dark and Secret Magic was first person. And I'm considering making this one third, especially because right now, as I'm writing it in this first draft, from an exploratory standpoint, I don't know if this is how it will stay, but from an exploratory standpoint, this is a dual POV book. It's romance and it's a dual POV between MMC and FMC. And I just feel like I think I have a harder time differentiating my voice. I'm not talented enough of a writer yet to really be able, when I'm in first person, to give them both distinct voices. I think at the end of the day, it's just my voice coming through. And I think if I was in third person, that would work a little better because the narrator can have their own voice, but then my characters do have distinct personalities. And so I think that it just might feel a little more, I don't know. Someone chime in. Someone let me know what you think. I did tell the vlog though, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to continue with this ramp up week. This is a Monday Wallis problem because if I am to make that change, and there's also another change that I want to make that's small, but like not so small. I'm going to wait until Monday to make those changes because if I decide to make those changes, I have to go all the way back to chapter 1. And then I will be able to do the ramp up week so easily because then I'm just rewriting chapter 1 from a tense perspective or from a POV perspective. And I'm like, I could get thousands of words by doing that. And it would be so easy. And that feels kind of like cheating. To the top. Okay. Mars moved upstairs and updated my vlog. Mars, this is such an intimate thing to say, but literally my nighttime routine tonight is going to be watching some of your vetted videos. Like every night I make myself a little cup of hot cocoa and I cozy up into, look at this bed. Is that not cozy as hell? I put on Christmassy music on my TV. I put on my electric heater, which is also like a fake fireplace right there. I set my cocoa and I watch AuthorTube videos. And tonight it's vetted. I'm watching vetted videos. For people who don't know, Mars is doing a video every day in December. You should go check them out. How did everybody else do? Lisa played The Sims. I love it. Mars says, what does your sweater say? It says, take me. No, it says, take me to London. Take me to London. And then it's got a little heart on this sleeve. I got this at Anthropology a couple weeks ago because my family was talking about in January doing one of our annual trips to London. And we were going to do like a mega trip because my sister is expecting very excitedly, and her little baby, my first nibbling, will be born at the end of April. And so we wanted to do one big last family trip before, my sister, we were no longer my sister's immediate family, because once you have a baby, it's like, that becomes your new immediate family. And so we were going to do London for a significant amount of time and then Paris for a significant amount of time. And I went to Anthropology not even to get clothes. I was going to Anthropology to get, why was I going to Anthro? It was some sort of like hostessing thing for, I was like hosting my neighbors for something and I've already forgotten what it was. Like a candlestick holder. I don't know. But I walk into the store and there is literally the sweater section right in front of the store. And there was a Take Me to London and another one that was like similar material, but a different cut that just said Paris on it. And it was in blue. And I almost bought both, but I made myself choose one. And I felt like this one would have been a really cute one to wear on the plane over, because I would have been flying to London. And I just feel like if I was in Paris and I was wearing a shirt that said Paris, I get a lot of like, looks from the French. I find the French are extremely lovely people. Like I have never once felt insulted by the French, but I feel like I'd be crossing a line there. Sadly the trip fell through, but I really do love this sweater. It is so cozy, and as we all know, I do go to London quite frequently, so I'm sure I'm gonna get some actual use out of it. And I say that I literally bought this right after Thanksgiving, and this is my 5th time wearing it. I have like averaged wearing this sweater twice a week since I purchased it, so it's already paid for itself. Mars says, that's funny. I had the opposite thought lately. My third-person stories and POVs all feel so samey, and I feel like switching to first person would help me separate them. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I don't have a rebuttal for that. Yeah. Take me just says, take me. It took me way too long to find that emoji. Me too. I just got back in July. Oh, I love London so much. Oh my God, end of April, your nibbling might end up sharing a birthday with Jacob. LOL. Well, what is Jacob's birthday? Because I have quite a few family members who are end of April babies. What is his birthday, his mother's last name, and his childhood street? Last 4 digits of the SS number too, if you wouldn't mind. Just, let me know. Oh, you know what? Since I'm in charge, can I change the background? I have been like, it is so sweet that the rest of the troublemakers are so like still hyping up a DASM, but I'm sort of like, oh, what just happened? Like, I don't know. What am I in right now? Brand. Leaves background. We could do a leaves background. How do we feel about a leaves background? That feels nice. That feels nice for Wallis Goes Rogue nights. Elaine says yes. To what, Elaine? Yes. Did I ask a question? Oh, I have been asking Katie to make me a meme in a gripes with grape type situation. If you guys have seen The Office, one of my favorite clips from The Office ever is Kelly Kapoor. She gets back from this like business seminar that she goes on, and she like starts becoming a more active member of The Office outside of just like, I think she's customer relations, but she starts becoming like a more active member outside of that. And they're all having like a team meeting about something, and she makes a point and Jim goes, "Oh, that's a really good point, Kelly." And she goes, "What did I say?" And then it does a cut to her to like a face-to-face interview with the camera. And she goes, "I talk a lot, so sometimes I just tune myself out." And that's what I feel like right now, Elaine. And I've asked Katie to make me that exact meme, like, but with the Pizza Wallis face over Mindy Kaling's face. Because that meme speaks to me on such a deep level. What were you saying yes to, Elaine? Please let me know. Mars Jacob shares birthday with my grandmother, who is sadly deceased, but I love April 29th because it makes me think of my grandma. I do know his mother's name, but not the other information you asked, which of course I would not share anyway. Also, though, like, isn't that something you should know at this point? Like, you guys are pretty long-term partners. I feel like the other stuff you should know, not to like coulda, woulda, shoulda you, but like from an emergency standpoint, don't you think well, actually, I don't know. Here's the thing about me. I don't know anything about relationships. At what point do you share your social security number with your significant other? I feel like, I was going to say, like, I feel like that's a thing you do once you decide to get married, but not every couple decides they're going to get married. But like, a lot of couples, even though they're not going to get married, do commit to each other, So at what point within that commitment do you share your social security number? Because that is a big one. That is a big one. John says you should upload Katie's cover and make it the background. See, I would, but she's like very much, and I agree with her on this, she's like waiting until January to really ramp that up. So Elaine says, I think my internet is messed up. You asked if we could hear you, but then I saw the chat not update. Don't know what happened. Oh, okay. Yeah, you might be like a couple minutes behind because because that was at the end of the sprint, which was like, oh God, is it almost over 10 minutes ago? 7:34, very much almost over 10 minutes ago. Probably, in fact, this has been a 15-minute break when it was meant to be not that long. Yes, his social security number. The only social security numbers I know are mine and my sister's because they're only one number apart. That's right. Twins would be, although maybe not always necessarily, because what if there was another baby born? Like, oh no, but it's not about the order in which you're born. It's like the order in which you register. And I guess you guys would register at the same time. You never share your social security number? Well, I mean, with family maybe, but hell, maybe not even then. You think couples don't share their social security number? Like married people, like long-term couples, like people with kids. You don't think they know each other's social security numbers? Anyway, love that as a concept. Do the research, people. Google it. And Colorado is so dry that you can literally shock yourself if you breathe with too much friction. And that really hurt. Like, you can gain so much electrostatic energy. Literally, you can semi-electrocute yourself. I'm not even kidding. That really hurt. I feel like I just fried the tip of my finger off. Icarus, buddy, that's my one thing too, is I feel for these cats. I have been considering getting a humidifier for so long, but I just haven't been doing it because I'm like, oh, it's just another device in my tiny little studio, like another bulky item. I already have an air filter. I already have this huge litter box. I already have da-da-da. But then I got back from Thanksgiving and I pet the cat and literally their fur went and they didn't seem to mind at all. But I was like, not gonna have that. I'm not gonna have the kitties constantly getting shocked. Like, I can't emotionally handle that. That idea that I'm out and about and they're like, trying to cuddle up on the bed and they keep getting shocked. Like, it really doesn't seem to affect them, but it makes me so sad. So I bought a humidifier. Okay, so Jess says, yeah, the only reason you need your partner's SSN is if you're taking care of all their medical and legal stuff. Mara says, now I want to ask my older sister if she and her husband know each other SSNs. I was just getting ready to say that, Jess. But like, that's what I'm saying though. When that's part of what a long-term partnership is taking care of their medical and legal stuff. And what happens if one of you becomes incapacitated before you've shared that information? Like, that's something that should be shared before it becomes necessary to know. And like, if your partner is a grown-ass adult who takes care of their own shit, you don't need to know it. But okay, but no, you do though, for what you said, the medical and legal. And like, some incapacitation happens. That's the thing that happens. Maybe if you need it for medical purposes. Yes, exactly. That was what I was saying. No, you guys are not, I literally was only thinking about Social Security. I was not thinking about like opening a credit line for them or something, doing chores and errands for them. I was literally only thinking about in case of capacitation, like when you have power of attorney, etc. If you have to be them, make their doctor's appointments, take care of all their phone calls for them, blah, 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 you need their SSN. Dude, Chloe seems to hold on to so much static electricity. She shocks me all the time just nudging up against me. Humidifier. I don't know if you already have one, but it really has helped, except I didn't know this, but you're not supposed to leave humidifiers on all the time. Otherwise, literal like condensation will form on all your surfaces. Lesson learned. So I now though, this is how dry Colorado is. Like I will put my humidifier on while I'm working in the morning, and then it'll be so chill and I can pet the cats like to my heart's content. It's no problem, no shocks anywhere. And then like today, I was out all day, get home, like that's how fast it gets dry in here. Anyway, with all that to say, okay, want to chill out, camera? We're gonna go into our next sprint, another 20 minutes. I'm trying to like think it out. If I have as good of a second sprint as I had a first sprint, I got almost 700 words. This will take, but I'm assuming I'll slow down as we go on because it's getting late. I'm assuming this whole thing is going to take me, maybe we'll be done in an hour and 10 minutes. Maybe this will be a short little Wallis Goes Rogue. Nights. Say it with me. Nights. Anyway. Jod says, if you have legal medical POA, then that number will be with all of the paperwork. Wallis people, even the ones you think you know, can be shady and dirty. So that's why I said never unless medical reasons. Yeah. But like, I'm not just saying like just people. I'm saying your partner, the person you've committed to, right? Like if you, and I know that people commit to people who should not have their social security numbers, but that's kind of the point I'm making, right? Like you shouldn't, this is my hot take. You should not long-term commit to somebody unless you'd feel confident giving them your social security number. Honestly, I think that's a great litmus test. Litmus test. Anyway, are people ready to sprint? Where are the rat emojis, people? You guys, it's just me here. You guys have got to keep me on task. I'm literally begging you. All right. Let's go, folks. 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting. I'll put the music back on. right, testing, testing. Can you hear me? You guys, I feel like I did so well on that sprint too. I don't know what it is. I do know what it is. I don't need to go into it all. Just really feeling the words tonight in the sense of like, I am almost dead certain nothing I am writing will end up in the final draft, but I am also dead certain that everything I'm writing will inform the final draft. So I am so happy because it's almost because of that mindset, there's no pressure. I was dealing with a bit of pressure, not like crippling pressure, but a bit of pressure earlier in the sense of like, oh, this isn't good enough. Like, girly pop, like this is your sophomore, you know, you don't want to sophomore slump it, whatever. If I sophomore slump it, I sophomore slump it. I'm just gonna write the story I want to write, and it's fine. But let's see how many words I wrote. Let's go up. Literally, the first thing I started writing about, because it was relevant to what I'd written before, was about how Colorado air is so dry, and if you're not careful, your sheets will get staticky at night. Literally at night, if my humidifier hasn't been on, I get into my flannel sheets, and if you have like a blanket with any sort of, what's that word? What's that? I don't know. Like it can't be a smooth blanket. It has to be a blanket with like little bits. You know, I don't know. Blankets with texture is what I'm trying to say. If you have anything like that and you like pull it up in the nighttime and it's like dark, it will literally go like you will see the lightning that's happening under your sheets. It's insane. Anyway, so that's where I started. Let's see how many words I got. Oh my God, super close to the amount I got last time too, 693 for a total of the day, 2,387. Again, I'm trying to get 3,000. Now, I will be completely honest with you all. At the end of that sprint, like 30 seconds before that sprint ended, one of my neighbors texted me. She was like, hey, do you want to come over, watch a movie and bake cookies? And I was like, yes, I do. Can I have 30 minutes? So do you know you have 30 minutes? 30 minutes. Yes. I really think I can do it because I got to get under 700 words. I think if I can keep the pace that I've been keeping, we can get it done. In fact, I'm going to try and get to her place by the 40-minute mark of this hour. And when I say neighbor, I mean literally like in the same apartment complex. It'll take me 1 minute to walk to her. So I'm thinking, let's see. Okay, 40-minute mark. If we start our next sprint at the 20-minute mark, no, that won't work. Okay, we have to start the next sprint at the 15-minute mark. That way, that gives me some time to say goodbye to you guys at the end of the sprint. So get ready, guys. Get ready to sprint again. Anna, hi. Are you up for doing one more 20-minute sprint? Are you up for it? Let me know. Mars, I did my Bujo stuff for the night and then got back to reading. That's my plan once I leave here. I'm not going to take my writing with me because I feel like that's something I have to be kind of locked in for, and I don't want to not be present with my neighbor. So I'm going to take my bullet journal stuff because I feel like I can artistically draw while we watch a movie. Like I think, and like chit chat and have girl time. Anna made a thumbnail and a new channel banner. Canva hates to see me coming. I can't wait to see it. Thank you. Yay. Anna's on board. Let me go ahead and pick our next timer. I want to make sure I'm still doing the Hex Hourglass. Jess is feeding us with the winter timer. Like literally, I feel like me specifically. I feel like all of her old timers were all Hedge Witch fall stuff. And now all of her new timers are Yuletide winter stuff about you. Like it's about you vibes. It just is. Add to page. Let's do a full screen there. Nope, don't start. Elaine says, let's go. Trying to outline to chapter 20 and I'm almost there. You've got this, Elaine. What chapter are you on? How long does it take you to outline? Like, will 20 minutes get you there? 19 minutes and 59 seconds to be exact. Anna, how's your day been? You've got maybe 10 seconds to answer. Jessica says, I just played my game. Lol. Now I'm switching back to crochet. Look, sometimes that's what you need. Okay, go. Bye, everybody. It's time. Sorry, Anna, if you're answering my question, but we're sprinting now. It's been good, she says. Excellent. make any noise. But it's okay, you guys, because first of all, can you hear me? I'm terrified every time I meet myself that I've messed up my sound setting again and you won't be able to hear me again. But let me know. Hi vlog, Laura says, and Laura's here, by the way. That was our final sprint because, you guys, I got 694 words that sprint for a total of 3,081 words for the day. My goal was 3,000, a 3K Thursday, as part of the ramp up week that I'm theoretically supposed to be doing with Katie, but she started feeling like she was getting sick last night, so I don't actually know if this is something she's doing. I know, right, Mars? Is that not wild? Like, there was only like a 15-word differential between all three of those. Is that not crazy? Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me. Isn't that like insane how some days, like, okay, just for context, I have a little time before I have to run over to my neighbor's apartment, but just for context, when I was in Chillicothe, when I was on the writing retreat, I wanted to write 4,000 words a day, which was like a stretch. But on the first day, I spent all day at a coffee shop, all day. And granted, I was literally starting the book, so there's big pressure there. But I spent all day at a coffee shop, and I wrote just over 2,000 words that day. And we did 60 minutes worth of sprints. We did 3 20-minute sprints, 60 minutes. In 1 hour, I got 2,000 words, like in 1 hour of sprinting. Hello? Raise your hand. Wallis goes rogue. Say it with me. Nights becomes more of a staple. What do we think? Because damn, you guys, damn, in fact. That's a damn with a Y. Anyway, how did everybody else do? Anna says, okay, I got ready for bed after all. Good night, Anna. I'm about to say goodnight to all of you as well. In fact, I'm gonna do it now. Thank you so much, everybody. Elaine made it to chapter 19. You're so close. Keep going, Elaine, and post in the Discord once you finish. Post in the cafe, or sorry, in the fiction section once you finish, so everybody can hype you up, because that was your goal tonight. I'm sorry I can't do one more sprint for you to get you there over the finish line. I'm not going to do ice cream because it's so cold, Laura. I'm going to go and bake cookies with my neighbor, and we're going to watch a movie. It's going to be so much fun. Nights. All right. Thanks for being here. I might ask Katie to make me some branding for Wallis Goes Rogue Nights, but I'm going to end this by being very self-serving and playing this outro.
He talks kind of lazy.
But it's not making any noise. Oh, it's my little meme. Hello? What is going on with... Fine. Okay, guys. Well, you know what? I'll do this. Oh, maybe it's because I was playing background music. Maybe that's why. Anyway. Play? Wait. Where is the background music? Oh, you guys heard it? Why can't I hear it? Whatever. If you can hear it, fine. Then we'll start. Then we'll do it. Good night, everybody. Bye.
She talks kind of lazy, and people say she's crazy. And